Welcome back to your nightmares, my children. This is Mr. Midnight speaking. I welcome you all to my humble abode. Today, we will be looking at creepy pictures with scary backstories. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but it can only be worth as much if context is given. So buckle up and get ready to be terrified. And make sure you like and subscribe. Well, I'll be visiting you very soon. Let's begin. And always remember, the darkness always follows. I will now leave you with my narrator. So enjoy.
Number 1. Now this picture is a very innocent looking picture with two girls posing in front of a camera. The smaller girl looks emotionless, whereas the older woman has a serious expression. This kind of Victorian portrait used to be common practice, though its 19th century normality doesn't make it any less creepy. In case you haven't realized by now, this is a post-mortem photograph, meaning that the young girl pictured was already dead when the photo was taken. In Victorian England, it was common to take photos with the corpses of the recently deceased. The girl in this picture is very much dead. Number 2. Is this the entrance to a house cellar? No. This is actually the entrance to Manchester's buried city, which the Manchester we know today was built on top of. Lying just below the surface of Manchester sits a complex network of underground tunnels. Several kilometers of subterranean passageways and spaces stretch under large parts of the city centre and beyond. These tunnels include remnants of a tube station that never was, a communications bunker, air raid shelters, canals, and even shops. Author Keith Warrender has written 2 books on the subject, Underground Manchester and Below Manchester. Keith, who took these photos during his various trips below ground, said there is evidence of tunnels being used below the city for several hundred years. Number 3. When this teen showed up to school one day in a Darth Vader outfit, his fellow students naturally wanted to pose with him for photos. In a haunting twist, the teen subsequently used that sword to kill 2 students, injuring many others. This was 21-year-old Anton Lundin Pettersson, who attacked Cronan School in Trollhättan, Sweden, with a sword. He killed a teaching assistant and a male student, stabbed another male student and a teacher, and died later of the gunshot wounds he received during his apprehension. Number 4. This is the last photograph ever taken of 14-year-old Regina K. Walters, who was the last victim of serial killer Robert Rhodes. The chilling shot appears to show Walters attempting to defend herself before she inevitably dies. This makes it a whole lot more disturbing. Number 5. What a beautiful family picture this is. This is actually a group photo of the family who later became famous as those involved in the Amityville horror. Pictured in the actual house that the horrendous murders took place. The story goes like this. 30 miles outside of New York City, nestled in the Long Island town of Amityville, stands the house forever linked to the Amityville horror phenomenon. On November 13, 1974, the estate was a scene of mass murder. Using a .35 modern rifle, 23-year-old Ronald J. Defoe Jr. murdered his entire family while they were asleep, which included his parents and 4 siblings. The motive of the murder was, according to the attorney, that Defoe claimed he heard voices that told him his family was plotting against him. The attorney also claimed he was possessed, to the point that when he was shown a picture of his mother, he claimed he didn't know who she was. However, Defoe did have a volatile relationship with his father, but the motive for the killings remain unclear. He asked police what he had to do in order to collect on his father's life insurance, which prompted the prosecution to suggest at trial that his motive was to collect on the life insurance policies of his parents.
Well, my children, thank you all for listening. I hope these pictures made you realize not every smile or grin or happy picture is always as it seems. Context is always required. I'll see you very soon. So until then, love the darkness as it always falls.